the end of the day, I'm doing what feels right for me and chasing down my dream. Today's video is going to be noticeably different from anything previously. The CCM Eflex 5 customizer actually just came out a couple days ago, and I was able to get my hands on some very early leaked pictures of the CCM Eflex 5s from one of the reps. In this video, I'm going to go through the customizer, kind of break it down. There's been a lot of things going on about the graphic being terrible. Figured I haven't actually looked at the customizer as of this point in time, so I was going to dive into that kind of in the pictures of the pad, glove, blocker, chest, pants, stick, all the new stuff for the CCM Eflex 5 line that is going to be today's video. No ice time, no vlog, no reviews, just a deep dive, shall we say, into the Eflex 5 line. Before we get into the customizer, a little context. So the CCM Eflex 5 is going to be the first Extreme Flex line from CCM that is not being done by Lefebvre. They split, parted ways. Lefebvre has gone on to work for True. CCM is kind of doing everything in-house, so this is the first line of the Eflex series that they're doing in-house. Hearing some positive things, hearing some negative things. Take a look at these pics. A lot of people talk about the knee rolls looking actually terrible, and that middle knee roll is actually a one piece. It's, I believe, an injection molded, or it's a one piece insert into the actual knee roll itself. So typically knee rolls used to stabilize a pad, give softer rebounds. CCM's kind of going a little bit of a different direction here. So the pad's going to be a lot stiffer. Normally with the Eflex series that all the pros get when Lefebvre was doing it, they would have an Eflex pad but with a max rebound core, so a premier style core. The guys like a flexible pad that moves quite nicely, like a Braden Holtby or guys like that, Carey Price, but they want those stiffer rebounds. Now at retail, you're going to get that softer Eflex 5 pad, but with that nice, stiff, hard rebound. So you're not going to be shooting rebounds like 5 feet in front. We're talking maybe like 20, 25 feet, like nice, hard, long rebounds, which I'll be honest, it kind of attracts me. I'm a stiffer pad kind of guy. I like my Lefebvre 20.1s. I like a ultrasonic, a Premier 2, a stiffer pad. So having those harder rebounds, a little stiffer pad on the Eflex 5 with a soft boot, the soft boot is a key here. That actually sounds really, really nice if I was to look into ordering that. The CCM Eflex 5 stick, somebody left a comment the other day on my Instagram that they said it was like they messed up the print. Like they printed the logo and the design on the stick and just said, this will do, whatever, nobody will notice. You know, or like one of those, you're doing a group project at school and at 11:59 at the absolutely last minute you submit it, you're like, this will do. Seems like that was the idea on the graphic. It looks like they got some carbon fiber or some form of like a weave on the blade. The graphic, it looks like somebody mailed it in. Let's put it this way. If I was working at CCM and somebody put that on my desk, somebody would be looking for a job on Monday. It doesn't look very good, but hopefully the stick is better. New graphic on the back of the glove. They have the CCM logo on the backhand of the glove. They've changed that up a little bit. Not much else to really note there. The inside of the leg channel actually looks a lot like an ultrasonic pad. How they have Supreme on the inside of the leg channel on a Bauer pad. Now they have the CCM, kind of copying Bauer, if you will. I don't think the leg channel has changed much. Again, just going off these leaked pics, this is what I'm gauging here. Still, the Eflex 5 is going to be a stock 600 brakes. So if you're into the whole 600 thing, Eflex, what Carey Price used to use, what a lot of other guys use, you're not going to have to worry, double T stock like it was before too. The graphic on the glove though, I'm very confused why the logo is upside down. Again, this feels like one of those 11:59, nobody will notice. This is probably why everybody hates the graphic. The inside of the pad, gusset doesn't look any different. It looks like a normal Eflex pad. If you ask me, moving to the blocker, the finger protection looks a little bit more squared off. I liked on the Axis blocker how underneath the CCM logo they had like a little cutout. I'll put a pic on the screen of what I'm talking about. I thought that looked kind of nice, but I guess they did away with that here. The CCM logo on the cuff looks really tacky, this red on red. The Eflex 5 chest protector looks like they got like a new screen printed graphic on there or something like that. It looks like a different kind of graphic. They got D3O, CCM loves their D3O, so they're throwing in that. I don't know anything else about the chest protector outside of exactly that. Eflex 5 pants. I was told they're getting rid of the shield and the Eflex pants. They're just going to be molding into one line, kind of like what Bauer I think is doing. I don't know if Bauer's doing it this year or next year, but I know Bauer's going to do one pant, one skate this year or next year, and CCM looks like they're following suit with the same thing. So those are basically the picks that I got for the early leaks, shall we say. Let's take a look at this customizer. So speed in the crease, that's the new thing. All out, speed in the crease, that's interesting. I haven't looked at the customizer, haven't touched it, anything. I'm going off of the pictures that I've seen online. It looks painful. Also, as far as CCM Eflex graphics go, I personally like the Retroflex better. Looks like on the website they haven't updated the Retroflex customizer probably in about 4 years since the original Eflex line launched. I'm told every year that the Eflex, when it updates, the Retroflex does too, but the pics look like original Eflex graphics, so they might want to change that sometime soon, but I typically like the Retroflex graphic a little bit better. But anyway, we'll do Eflex 5 just because that's the topic of this video. Oh yeah, CCM doesn't do the whole color on color like True does, so We'll go red and black for today's scheme. When it comes to graphics, I don't like the whole idea of splitting up the roll. So if you look here, how you can just like change all the colors up, and the roll no longer looks like it's actually like one piece anymore. I personally, not a fan. So I guess we're going with the roll look. I guess this doesn't look terrible off the hop. I feel like Jacob Markstrom right here. This is gonna be a hot take here. I know all the companies want to make a graphic that is neutral and that you can play on any team you want. Everything kind of works. Like Warriors kind of going with the same approach of like team-friendly graphics. There needs to be like Brian's Demon, the checkerboard, like the Reebok Premier Ones. Like we need better graphics. The V2, the V3, and although the V4 through 10 have been the same variation of the V3 graphic, but like somebody needs to come with just a sick, just a wicked graphic that isn't this, whatever this is. I mean, like it doesn't look, I mean, as terrible as what I thought it was gonna. I'm actually kind of surprised so far, pleasantly surprised. And for those that are going to ask, this is not a sneak preview for a team that I'm playing for next year. Just red was the first color I touched, and I figured, okay, well, red and black's what we're going with. Currently, Varberg and Sweden still own my rights, so black and gold, like New Orleans Saints colors, would be the go-to color scheme for next year. So maybe we'll try that. So I guess this is my Eflex 5 set that would work with Varberg. Oh, here we go. So this is, so the molded knee roll, this one-piece knee roll is separate in the graphic. You can actually do the knee, actually, you know what, I might actually do that. You know what, the entire graphic looks like they actually put some time into it. The knee roll looks like somebody just sharpied the color and was like, ah, this will look good. If I'm working in the marketing department at CCM, I might look into changing the slogan from all out or speed in the crease to we mailed it in last minute. And thought this would be okay. Nobody would notice. Doesn't look terrible. Looks like a really, really thin blocking board. Yeah, that upside down CCM logo, I'm wondering whose idea that was. You know, I've been a goalie for 15 years, I guess coming up on 20. I started being a goalie when I was 10. And I've seen some things in the goalie industry, like the Bauer Total One NXG pads with like the flex bars, like those were kind of a little wacky. This is up there, putting the graphic on the bottom of the glove, upside down. It's a good thing I'm not in management at CCM, we'll put it that way. You gotta go to the skate lace pocket. If you don't go to the skate lace pocket, I don't know you. I'm going to call it a day as far as the customizer goes. Let's take a look at some specs and see what they changed in years past. So 34 plus 2, that's what I'm wearing in my Lefebvre 20.1s. The knee cradle, I always find this stuff super confusing. I have no idea what I even have in my 20.1s. So I'm assuming the stiffness of the core is going to be coming up here, but I'd probably go single break. A little stiffer core, pre-curved. Is there Corey Crawford on? There is no Corey Crawford option for flex. Okay, so here we go. Max rebound core. That'll be a stiffer pad. Leg channel, super tight fit. You know, when I was younger, when I was like 15, 16, customizing pads, I always used to think like there's no such thing as too many options. Like, give me a single, double, triple, quadruple T. Give me like 15 different straps. Like, give me all these options. And now that I've gotten a little bit older, it's like, just give me like 2 or 3 options. Don't give me a lot of choice. Maybe graphic-wise, give me some options. But spec-wise, don't give me a bunch of options. Just make it simple, because I'm going to finally pick one after I've pondered it for 2 hours and be like, well, what if I like the other one? What if I, you know what I mean? Because you can't really try a lot of things out these days with the current situation of demos, and I probably don't need to explain that to you. So that FOMO, that fear of missing out of like, what if, should I have ordered this? It would be a little bit simpler if they did that. I'd probably go with the quick motion strap, the tight fit. I feel like that's kind of what I have right now. Oh, okay, that'll do too. Knee strap, no strap. No, I don't think anybody uses as many buckles except for Connor Hellebuck these days. Boot, deep soft, deep ultra soft. I guess deep soft. And the softer the boot is, the more flexible the pad's going to be, especially coming to that post on RVH. It's really going to squish up and whatnot. I find also the softer the pad and the deeper the cut, the lower the pad's going to sit on the skates. Some people ask how I get my pad to sit so high on my skates. The Trap Spec Pro Laces, I'm biased, but that plays a big role with the bungee, having the pad kind of recoil up on the pad, having the cut not be deep. A shallower cut helps a lot. I basically have like a flat leg channel on my 20.1s, all that, and I don't think the boot strap plays as big a role as some people say it does, but I'm a no bootstrap kind of guy. Wrist straps, webbing, that's usually stock. Palm. Sure Grip is probably one of the better materials, if not the best material out there. I love the Sure Grip, my Lefebvre blocker, and I think everybody should be using a Sure Grip-esque material. Warrior also has a really good, I don't know what they call their materials, but it's basically Warrior's version of Sure Grip. Cuff and thumb, you gotta go 580. 580 or die. If you use a 600 or a 590, you're dead to me. Double T 580. Blocker specs. Full right. Palm materials. I personally like the half-piece cuff. The half-piece cuff, you see this little piece on the CCM logo, like on the cuff, kind of like on the bottom of the wrist. it basically cuts that piece open a little bit, so like the piece on the front of your wrist is open, so you have more mobility. I'm doing a very poor job of explaining it, but the half piece cuff is way more flexible than the regular full piece cuff. So I would recommend the half piece cuff. If you're a big puck handler, if you like making a lot of like twisty blockers, I don't know how to describe it, but I would recommend the half piece cuff in my experience. Palm size, I got big hands, but the XL is probably best for me. Palm position, everybody I'd say I go center position. Apparently the offset palm position, and don't quote me on this, the offset is if you're having like reverse problems, like RVH problems, like having that blocker sit up at a certain point. I was told you might want to go for an offset palm. That's an issue. That's one thing I've been working on a lot in the last year, is my RVH and my blocker and the positioning on that. So I like the center position on my current blocker, and that's what I'm going to be going right now. Binding, you get the binding or no binding. Some guys like the binding, some guys don't. I think sometimes it's nice to have a binding, kind of adds a little bit something because nobody else has that. Everybody else is going without the binding these days. And I'm a classy guy, I'm a retro guy. Hand fit option, I'm going to go regular fit. We don't want it too fit. And then the finger, straight finger protection with D3O is the stock. So that's what I have on my LaFay blocker, and that basically does it. That's the CCM Eflex 5 customizer. Those are the leaked pics that I got. The Bauer Hyperlight stuff, we're gonna have a Bauer Hyperlight video probably coming out the next video, or one of the videos coming up sooner. Pick up some awesome Pro Laces toe ties. The Trav Spec option is awesome. Promo code TravSucks will save you $10 off when you pick up a set. Sorry, $5, my bad. Butt-ends grip, awesome. Promo code TravSucks, save you a couple bucks. SidelineSwap.com, you want to pick up some awesome Pro Return Eflex 5s when they do come out. Best place to buy and sell. Promo code TravSucks will get you $7 off when you sign up for a new account. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.